completely different. In your heart, you know he's right.
Whoa! Happy Hot Topic!
So there's a Florida candidate that wants to put a sin tax on OnlyFans models. These conservatives out there that are so against like porn and that creep me the hell out.
What I would say to Sophie Rain very simply is this. You are young, you are smart, and you are capable. And
oh, really? Why do you care what someone does with their body?
You can do a heck of a lot better. You have two choices if I'm governor, Sophie.
Oh, really? Yeah, you ain't being DeSantis, you loser. Listen, I don't like DeSantis. I think he's the worst. But you have no shot at beating DeSantis.
You can pay us the $42 million in back taxes you owe on your lifetime OnlyFans earnings, or you can stop doing that and doing something noble and worthwhile. And
Why do you care what someone... I don't understand. And I noticed this when I worked in conservative radio. Why they care what another woman does with their body? When a lot of times the ministers and the priests and the guys that are in charge of churches are the real creeps. Oh, but no, we're caring about an OnlyFans girl that doesn't even do any sex on camera, you moron.
Look forward to celebrating your wins there.
You're definitely calling OnlyFans sinful.
I love when Harvey calls out these morons.
And that really gets to a real core cultural issue.
Yeah, you shouldn't have a politician judging someone if they want to take a bikini picture. Because I'm going to be honest, she does nothing really that naughty. This guy is just an incel who can't get laid, so he takes it out on everyone else, like most conservatives.
You know, pornography is out there. It is legal.
Not in Florida. You can't go on Pornhub.
So if it's legal, why a sin tax?
Well, because God, shut up. If God was real, I think now would be the time for God to visit. I think if God was real, I think now, with everything going on.
Harvey, it's really simple. I don't want young girls, young women in Florida who are smart and capable to be told that they have to do this for a living. They can.
No one's telling them to. They want to. They're making money off of it. There's no jobs out here. I ain't saying it's right or wrong to do OnlyFans, but if it's easy money in an economy that DeSantis has shot to the ground, let them do it. Loser.
Can be nurses, doctors, veterinarians, bus drivers. They can even be, dare I say, stay-at-home moms.
Oh, yeah, that's what we want. Someone that does OnlyFans. Someone that shows their snatch on camera. Oh, yeah, there should be a mom. So in one aspect, you're saying that there should not be sex on camera, but you want those same women to be moms? You're a loser.
The Christian and American thing for us to do.
Oh my God. It's okay if you're Christian. It's okay if you believe in the fake man in the sky. It's okay. You have every right to believe in the man up there. That's your right to believe in nonsense. But to take it out on everyone else seems wrong.
For these young women is to not allow them to be exploited and abused by them.
They're not exploited. I mean, if there's sex trafficking involved, if they don't want to do it and they're forced, yeah, they're exploited. But if they're just willingly signing up for OnlyFans, yeah, it's fine. Shut up.
Disgraceful platform known as OnlyFans.
Why?
It seems a little too pushy for a politician to be telling us what to do.
Why do they have to be nurses and housemakers? Why can't they be lawyers and doctors?
Harvey, they can be doctors, they can be lawyers, and
this guy has not been laid, and he probably has a small penis.
Harvey, listen to this. They can even be the president of the United States.
The president that says grab him by the pee. Oh yeah, a real role model. The guy, who went to Pedophile Island. Oh, yeah. He's a role model.
It's not personal. I just don't want a society where we're putting that sort of immorality on a pedestal. If I'm elected on August 18th, 2026.
Good luck. You ain't going to win.
As the Republican candidate to succeed Ron DeSantis.
Good luck, you loser. You look like a creepy conservative version of the former Dolphins coach Mike McDaniel. Only you don't have his BDE.
We're passing a 50% tax on all OnlyFans income.
Oh, but I thought conservatives always complain that liberals have such high taxes. You're all a bunch of phony losers.
And guess what? For Sophie Rain, who is a proud resident of Florida, that means she's going to have to pay $42 million.
Oh, but I thought you guys wanted conservatives to have as much money in their pockets. Every politician on every side are a bunch of losers.
42 million.
Like you. What's this guy's name? It doesn't even say in the description. That's how unmemorable you are.
Charles, to the state of Florida, which I'm going to use for two purposes. We're going to increase public school teacher pay, and we're going to improve school lunches.
We've spoken to her. She said, nobody told me
that I have to be on OnlyFans. And I think there are a large number of women who would say, no one told me to do this. This is something I chose to do.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And you want to disincentivize them from making that choice.
Our society, Charles, is
Our society. He talks like, do you remember that show You on Netflix with the serial killer? He talks like that. I would stay away from him. I'd check his hard drive too.
told them to do that. The way that someone like Sophie Rain, who is young and smart and capable.
Yeah. She's making money.
The way that we have venerated and exemplified and commodified and objectified her and her body, she is effectively being told to do so by a system that puts her on that pedestal. The sick.
She wants to do it, though. If she was kidnapped, from her high school, right, when she turned 18. I would get it. You are a loser. You are an incel. And you make all men look bad. You're a failure.
Men who follow her and pay her, and the sick middleman who called OnlyFans, who financialized that entire transaction.
Okay, that's their money. I love when conservatives tell us, oh, we can do whatever we want in the country unless it involves sex because we're backed up.
She is being told. I don't believe that Sophie Rain does have a choice.
Do you have any concern?
Yeah, she does.
That you're running afoul of the First Amendment by basically foreclosing somebody's lawful option? Because I have to tell you, when we did our documentary, we interviewed several stay-at-home moms who say they are more present with their children because they're not a nurse. They can make enough money to live comfortably and be around their children all the time.
Yeah, being a present parent.
Stay-at-home moms have existed for the entirety of...
I've had enough. You're a creep. Check his hard drive. You loser. And here is Sophie Rain's response. He talked like this because he knows that he's a liar and a failure.
Never in my whole life did I think that I would wake up and see a Florida politician trying to start beef with me for clout.
Yeah, I agree with the clout part. No one knew who he was.
So he's proposing a sin tax on bops where we would have to pay 50% to the state on top of the 37 I already paid to the government. And I would be more than happy to pay that if multi-billion-dollar corporations were also being properly taxed.
Oh, yeah! It says a lot when Sophie Rain is smarter than that moron.
But surprise, they're not. I never usually get into politics, but there are clearly better ways to raise funds from actual corrupt businesses in our country.
Why is Sophie Rain smarter than you?
I think that people also fail to realize that there are so many creators on this platform that do this job because they're struggling. So to tax them like that when they're literally doing it just to support their families is sad.
I love you, baby doll. Yeah. There you go. That's the conservative party for you. Oh, but they're moral. Even though all their pastors are creepy. Shut up. Shut your ass.
Happy hour. Happy hour.
RyanHappyRadio.com.
Happy hour will be right back.
You probably had Taco Bell before. Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
And we'll call it a day.
The semen was so big.